The highlight today isn't a specific move or catching bottoms and things like that. It's the volatility that when injected like today was, and we had a big bearish down day based on this China real estate company and their exposure and them defaulting. Familiarize yourself with whatever the new driver might be. Understand that drivers come and go. What's driving us this week may or may not drive us next week. What's the next shoe to drop within a story? Volatility comes when there's an unknown and uncertainty. Stock markets would rather know the details of something bad than the uncertainty of something that it might end up being good. And I don't speak to this particular story, but that's what the market's on eggshells about. Coming into a driver that there's some uncertainty about. Sometimes when there's no drivers, that's generally when we're in slower markets without a lot of volume. The other thing that is a rule of thumb when there's volatility is the price of poker goes up. You're at the Wynn Hotel in Las Vegas at a $50 minimum bet, not the Imperial Palace where you could bet 50-cent crap, make 50-cent crap bets. So you're going to have to shave your size if you trade multiple contracts. Go into the micro if you're a one lot E-mini trader. But you can't control your risk the same when things are moving at 70, 80, 100 handle range days. So that's the rule of thumb. Cut your size because your risk is already going to increase. But follow the story and the driver and pick up the next shoe to drop. The line, the part of the story that makes it worse, makes it better. There's a relief rally because it's not as bad as we thought. But if you're not following what's specifically driving the market you trade, that you're not trading appropriately. I was fortunate to learn from some very smart guys that had the blend of that side of it, the analysis side of it, but also were good traders. You generally don't get both. You generally get someone who's too analytic, can't execute, and then he's too macro, or you get a guy that is great at trading and value and price on the fly, but they don't really understand and be able to absorb and relay translate this into market action. These guys were great. They taught me that with respect to knowing what's driving us and knowing how it could affect moment to moment and what's the next shoe to drop and know a little bit more about this story or that story. But just remember, volatility comes, cut your size because you have no choice, but your risk automatically goes up. And you cut your size to kind of balance that out.